anything they damn well please. There was a lot of them that was jihadists, man. Yeah, and they would come back and they would shave their beards, cut them trim short in the medium country in between, while they came from the crazy places that were not marked in their passports. And even if some of them were so shrewd, they would go to Pakistan, and they knew people inside that could be paid off, that they have relationships, that whenever you come, call me before you come, and we won't stamp it, the passport, but you give you a paper or something inside to carry with you or something. Yeah, they go in or whatever, and then they go to other places and come back and they stamp, and then they get clean shaven again. They go back to UK. Yeah, yeah, they get over because they have those piercing blue eyes. That they have the right complexion. And all that. And some of them have their regular birth names to cover their affiliation, their religious identity. See, whereas a lot of the darker complexion people who felt repressed, I use the term very coinily, very pointedly, carefully, may have felt repressed. Um, a lot of people wanted to sort of change their identity to have an affiliation with a greater body, a greater populous body that is Muslim, not to be alienated. Some people then paint you from those populations, then they paint you, oh, this is Khusus, Mukhabarat. Maybe you're trying to infiltrate, all that kind of nonsense. But a Caucasian person, like I've observed Swedes and other people who took Shahada that were in the kingdom and other places, there's no idea of Khusus or Mukhabarat on them. They're all good, especially if they're Anglo, very fair, milky, the milkmaid complexion, and Anglo-Celtic ancestry, Irish or British, right way people flipping like flounder fish, flipping and flopping all over them like prawns, like a red swarm of prawns trying to get them to get married, to get between their thighs. That's right. Yeah, that they'll produce beautiful children and all that, better looking children and all that than the Kabyle. And then the Kabyle Arab, because it's a family thing, they want to honor and dishonor and mistreat and lock the women in the toilet. And then nobody can marry her if they're not from the same ethnicity and tribe. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. A'udhu billahi min shaitan rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه هو السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق وكب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد حسد قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. Then Bismillah. 3 sips. Three swallows each time, so 3 gulps. So now, that's the beginning of a breakfast. Bismillah. Even though it's sitting in the old bag, or sitting in the bag for days, several days. Bismillah. And out of obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even though I didn't want to eat it. I didn't know. My inclination was a recoiling initially, was a recoil. It was like, ugh, what's it doing? Just sitting in the corner of the bag. It wasn't even in this. I put it in there. It's just sitting in the bag. I forgot. It dropped out of the case originally. Days ago, several days ago. This is out of obedience of what? Al-Mubathirin al-Akhwan al-Shayateen. So I'm a nobody. I'm a nothing. Right? And have to be resigned to live like this. And as I said, someone buys a $41 million townhouse in Manhattan on 72nd Street. And what happens, if I need to borrow 41,000 euros, it's like pulling water out of a rock, man. You talk to these people, and they got so many people surrounding them to make sure you get nothing. So what I was saying, the original solution in that is to marry an older Muslim sister that you find attractive. And she mutually agrees to find you attractive and understands your problems, can relate to your problems. An older Muslim sister that is willing um, to work with your problems to develop you into a man, and that you're not going to use her, but an older Muslim sister that is also not abusive, that's not going to abuse you with her wealth and her superior status, and ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, because I'm thinking all of the burdens that I have on me today. If I go try to declare political asylum, all the burdens that I have on me, man. All the burdens, man. If I'm remanded into custody, how much more horrible, because I've overstayed here more than 30 something days, how much more horrible my life will become, man. And all I wanted to do was legitimately work. But I was telling you with the Imam Mansour who gave me those books, I told him, don't give me those Ahmadiyya books. I told him, man, don't give me those books, man. I prefer PDF quality things that I could store in a cloud or something, or delete without them being dishonored, urinated on, pissed on, or spat on, whatever, put in the feces. I don't like carrying no physical papers. I'm very anti-paper. He forced it on me anyway, because I was a person that was in need. He forced me. So I tried to get in contact with the community that was on the Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah Salaf. They wouldn't respond to me. I've always had a rebuffing from Salafis, man. Kind of an arm's length, being pushed, shunned away. Always been like that, man, with them. For decades, man. They've always pushed me away. So, because of the way I look, and I don't look Salafi enough, my beard is not big enough, and I don't look physically attractive enough. They go for physical attractive too. Salafis, straight nose, really clear skin. It looks like the blessings of Allah, teeth, everything perfect. It's good. Allah is really, really with him. They're really into their nafs and being titillated by that nafs here, and the nafs al-lawama under the cover, under the veneer of the deen. So they see the physical beauty, that's Allah's barakah. Look at the beauty. The person, the blessing.